Hello everyone, welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I am Hena Talati. Let us have a glance at the headlines first. Flights cancelled as China's biggest city braces for storm. Pakistan floods, 5 killed, 1 injured in last 24 hours. Flooding causes enormous damage in Portugal. Flights cancelled as China's biggest city braces for storm. Typhoon Moifa has made landfall in China, hitting the city of Zhoushan, southeast of Shanghai. It is the 12th cyclone to hit mainland China this year, and the authorities expect to be the most powerful so far. Dozens of the flights have already been postponed as coastal areas batten down in anticipation of the storm. China's state weather forecast said Moifa arrived as a strong typhoon at 20:30 local time, powerful enough to topple trees, damage homes, and bring down the power lines. The typhoon is expected to travel across the water of the Hangzhou Bay and make second landfall at around midnight near Shanghai, China's biggest city and the country's financial hub. Waves of up to 5 meters high are expected near the city of some 25 millions. Temporary evacuation centers have been set up in some areas of the Shanghai. Meanwhile, in Ningbo, a city to the south of Shanghai, schools have been closed and a red alert, China's highest weather warning, has been issued. Nearly 7,400 commercial vessels have sought to shelter in the Xinjiang province's ports after authorities ordered them to return home before the storm. Elsewhere, about 13,000 people staying on the islands and tourist sites nearby have been evacuated, state media reported. The typhoon is expected to move across China and could affect as many as 12 of the China's 31 provinces in coming days. Pakistan floods, 5 killed, 1 injured in last 24 hours. At least 5 people were killed and 1 was injured in the heavy monsoon rain triggered flash floods in the last 24 hours in Pakistan, the National Disaster Management Authorities said. 2 children and a woman were among those who lost their lives in separate flood-related incidents, according to the NDMA report referred on Wednesday evening. The country's southwestern Balochistan province was the worst hit region with 3 killed, followed by the northwest Khyber province, which reported 2 deaths, the report said. Moreover, 5,091 houses were destroyed, 10,036 livestock animals perished, and 300 kilometers long roads were damaged in different parts of the Pakistan, it added. The total death toll to Pakistan from this season's monsoon rains and floods since mid-June has risen to around 1,486, along with 12,749 injured, the NDMA said. The NDMA further added that 1,79,281 people have been rescued and 5,46,288 others are currently living in camps, media reported. Rescue and relief operations by the NDMA, other governmental organizations, volunteers and non-governmental organizations were underway in the flood-hit areas. Flooding causes enormous damage in Portugal. The intense rain that fell during the early hours of the morning dragged land and debris from the burned areas of the Serra da Estrela and caused damage to the parish of Samaro, Montagues in Portugal, according to the civil protection and municipal sources. According to a source from the District Relief Operations Command of Gurada, the alert was given for mass movement in the locality of the Samaro, municipality of Montagues, district of Gurades. According to the mayor of Montagues, the damage was enormous. Several vehicles were dragged by the force of the water. There are houses and businesses that have been affected, roads, street lights, water and sanitation infrastructure, sports and recreational equipment, among others. The Portuguese Institute of Sea and Atmospheric issued warnings for severe weather from 11 September 2022 as extratropical cyclone Daniel was forecast to make its way across the Iberian Peninsula. IPMA reported the city of Guarda recorded 83.7 millimeters of the rain in 24 hours on 13 September, while Coahuila saw 67.2 millimeters and Vaso 62 millimeters. Elsewhere in the country, emergency teams carried out interventions for the flooded buildings in Lomar e Arcos in the Braga, Sarcanvem de Prado Velho in Lisbon, and Castro del Inviso, among others. Overall, Portugal's civil protection recorded more than 350 occurrences related to the bad weather, mostly for wind damage and minor flooding in the districts of Lisbon and Setúbal. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.